Hi guys, and welcome to Finish It Friday, episode 152. So here's where we left off. Oh, don't know why that's out there. Here's where we left off on Wednesday. So we have our base card. In this case, I did the basic beige and 4 1/4 by, sorry, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. We have our layer, which is 4 by 5 1/4. We have two different rectangles that are 2 by 1 3/4. Then we have a strip that's 1 1/4 by 4 1/4. Then we're going to use some ephemera for greetings. I don't know which one I'm going to use yet. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and just rip it just a little bit all the way around. This is going to make it a little bit smaller than that 4 1/4 length, and it's going to be just a little bit less wide than the 1 1/4. So I'm just going to rip that all the way around. Oh my goodness. All right, let's go ahead. Helps if you have at least one nail to start off your cardstock. You know, I always do have my cutting edge, my ruler that Stampin' Up! Sold years and years and years ago. They actually did that ripped edge, but we'll go ahead and just finish this up. All right, so there we have that ripped edge. Now I'm going to go grab my Posy Petunia Pop. And we're going to use this. I think, I don't think I have one that started off with that. Oh, I do for Strawberry Slush. Nope. All right, so let me go ahead and grab out a new finger dauber for Petunia Pop. And what I'm going to do here is on this edge, I'm actually just going to dip it in just to get a little bit of color around that edge, but not a lot. And then for this, because this is such flimsy paper, I'm actually going to take my sponge dauber to the edge so I can support it with my fingers back here. Let me go ahead and get this open. Since it's a new dauber, it's not retaining that ink really good because there's not enough soaked into it. It's a brand new finger dauber. All right, just giving a little bit of edge to that, so when it's sitting across this, you can see it doesn't just fade straight in. All right. All right, halfway there. And again, I'm putting my fingers underneath there just so that doesn't fold down or fall down while you're doing this. Okay, so then we have a little bit of an edge on those. I'm also going to take this strip and I'm going to grab one of my blocks and I'm just going to put a few of these small flowers on there. Let's take this one right here. We're going to stamp it off once, again in that Petunia Pop. Oops. Now let's see if I can pick up some of that. All right, just to give a little bit to that strip, and that flower was again from Impressions A Bloom, which is an online exclusive. All right, I think we're about ready to finish up this card. So let's go ahead. Let me grab my seal. Let's go ahead. Place that there. Oh, I'm a little bit higher. at the top and on the bottom. I'm just gonna leave it. All right, oh, and you know what? Let me grab my cloth to get that off. Okay, so we're gonna put this at the top here. We're going to, oh, we want it on the 2-inch side. So we're gonna butt that straight up to that edge. We're gonna butt this straight up to this edge and have them touch, so it looks kind of like, you know, if I was an artist like my daughter, I would actually draw a line there so you get more of that box look. But we can imagine that it's that box. You know what? Because it's right there. I feel like we need something. Nope, we're gonna leave it. That's where I'm gonna put my word. How about that? All right, so let's go ahead, place this on there. Start with the bottom corner. I want that flower more centered in there. Put that right there. So we get that kind of that checkerboard look. And then let's grab out some ephemera. Let's see, we don't need Christmas. We don't need birthday. Nah. Let's look at something in here. I don't even know if we still have this ephemera around, but I'm going to use it because, you know, ephemera is ephemera. Let's see what we have in here. It kind of goes with the color scheme. Oh, that's more like for a birthday, so I could go there. I thought I saw a multicolored happy birthday, didn't I? Oops. Maybe not. Maybe my eyes are playing tricks on me. Let's do that. We'll do it like that. All right. Put this underneath my glass board here so I can just scoop these back in here. All right. So there's my ephemera. And I think I am gonna pop it up. Put this back way over here. Let me get my little minis out. Oops. You know, I grabbed 2 on that. All right, so there's that one. I think of that one, I'm going to go over the edge just a little bit. And then here's this one. That one actually onto the, I'm gonna come over here and grab these that, they're not hanging onto those little backings very well. All right, so let's go ahead and put these down. There you go, peel off those backings. That's why I like using that tape so much. Makes it so much easier. This one I'm going to put a little further down because I want to see some of that flower. And then if you wanted to add, we have the Charming Shimmer Faceted Dots from the online exclusives. Wait, let me think about this. Yes, because they're blue online exclusives. Duh. Almost forgot my own system. are. Let's put some of this back away. All right. And there you have it. There's your card. Let's show you the other examples I did using this layout. So on this one, I took a piece of that scenery paper. And so yes, the chimney belongs a little bit further over here because I left that space in between. But there's two cabins there. So you can imagine that that's a chimney stack for someone else. And I didn't put any, let me go ahead and do, these are the iridescent foil gems from the annual catalog. I feel like I just need a little pop of something. There we go. So there's that. This one really needs to be, I have, oops, I feel like this needs to be up here. There we go. All right, so there's that one. And then the last one, I took the sunflower 3D embossing folder, did it on that, I think that's Highland Heather cardstock, and then used my finger dauber in the craft white and just highlighted that embossed area. All right, there you are, guys. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up. Talk to your friends about my channel. Have them subscribe. Most of all, have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.